What's up guys, Venner here bringing you a new video, and today we're going to be doing what everyone loves to see on my channel. To be honest, it gets the most views. I mentioned this last week, it was the custom tactics, but this time I have validation of bringing you these custom tactics. I have reached top 100 on the PlayStation and we hit a 29 and 1. I was a bit worried that 29 wasn't going to be enough, as we'll see on here. There's a lot of 29s here, loads and loads, and this is me, Y-Man Y season 2355 skill rated, and when I finished my games I was like 65th, and I was like, knowing my luck, I'm not going to finish top 100. But just to give you validation, this is me hitting top 100, 29 and 1, as I'm not sure if you'll be able to see here. I don't think it shows here anymore. Obviously, we was a bit unlucky on the 30. That would have been nice to get, but I think we lost in extra time to a Neymar crazy finish, which sometimes you can't win them all, you know. So that it is what it is, guys. Remember, them losses what you take, it's fine. I'm going to show you the custom tactics because they did change slightly as the week went on. So let's get into this and show you the team I used. The team even changed as the week went on as well. I've decided to went with Allen and De Jong. I had Pogba and Sissoko. I probably will put Sissoko back into my team for qualifiers, which will be next weekend. But I need to like change a few things. Maybe Christian CR7 might be out because Messi for me was just like on another level. His finesses and whatnot, top notch. As you can see, the team was very, very good, like compared to other people's team at this time of the year. It's like a pro players team, which of course, as you know, I'm a pro player, so my team will be one of the better teams out there. Hopefully these rewards though give me a little bit more of a boost going into the qualifier, so I can actually make a big improvement to it, because even though it's very good compared to these other pros, it's far from being good enough in my opinion. And as you'll see, right, 4-1-2-on-2, this was my head sort of went after my loss. I wanted to try a different formation. Did I try the formation? No, to be honest with you. I put it there just in case like I was losing in one game and I went to go and try it. But just if you want to know what I would have used if I went 4-1-2-on-2, it would have been drop back 5-4, 5-4 and balanced attack. As you can see, 4-1-2-on-2. Neymar as drift wide and getting behind, CR7 getting behind, stay forward on Messi, cover centre on Mbappe and left centre mid, cover centre on Frankie De Jong, and stay back cover centre on Allen, stay back on the right back and left backs. To be honest with you, this was more of a rage formation when I lost, because I was just really angry with how I lost. But I only used two formations, and nor the ultra attacking, that wasn't even used at this point, because when I usually go down, I'll show you what happens when I go like a couple goals down, maybe with 30-20 minutes to go. But as you know, I always start with the 4-2-3-1, but I couldn't decide which formation to use. Due to how the game's being played with this drop back meta, it's so hard to figure like what's going to work. And sometimes 4-4-2 will just work, right? The guy's using exactly the same tactics maybe as the guy before, and 4-2-3-1 works. It's just really different. It just depends. You just got to be able to adapt ready for the game, you know. But we'll go into the two formations I used, the 4-4-2 and the 4-2-3-1. We'll start with the 4-4-2. Drop back 5-4. You know, it's the meta. Sadly, you know, it is what it is. I think in my last video I said I used balance and whatnot, but with how the game is, we've just got to play it, boys. Like it's frustrating. But if your opponent's using it and you're not using it just because of, let's say, it's kind of a bit of an arrogance because you don't want to use it because it's just a boring meta and a boring playstyle, but it's so overpowered, so it is required to use. If you're struggling to press with it, maybe even mess around with the depth and put it a little bit higher. But personally, I can press quite well, especially with 4-4-2. I feel like my manual press is pretty good with it. Then offensive style is possession, width 5, players in a box 4. We messed around with this quite a lot this weekend. We went down to 3, 4, and even 6, where we just end up on 4. Going into the tactics, and as you can see, we've got a few changes compared to what we used last time. We obviously stay back on all the 4 backs. As I mentioned before, why we do that is because we don't want to be countered. We're trying to keep a secure back line. So yeah, stay back on the right mid and right back and left back. Going into the right mid and left mid, we got come back, getting behind, come back, getting behind. And as I mentioned, we're playing the drop back meta. So let's put everyone behind the ball and just hold out what we got. You know, hit them on the counter, because that's what I'm finding what's super like effective this year, especially when I'm trying to defend, is if you lose the ball in a silly position, counter quick. Don't try and take your time here and there, maybe because they're taking their time. If you can do the counter quick, do it. I don't know if a few of you guys watch Kurt, the pro player. He streams a lot, quality player, quality person as well. You know, he does like 3 passes and he's through on goal. So that's just like a little thing you could pick up on and just bring that maybe into your game, because obviously sometimes you want to play a little bit slower, sometimes you want to speed it up. It all depends on the situation of the defense and your attack and whatnot. Then we got stay back on the 2 center mids and cover center. I've been playing around with this a little bit, but I'm not really too sure which one I want. I think I kind of want one of these on balance, to be honest, because I struggle when I'm like down the right and like I want. Messi's obviously done this run, or Ronaldo's done the run forward, but there's no guy filling in the space in the middle. When you have stay back, sometimes they're a little bit deep. So maybe because you're using drop back, you might be able to get away using balance, but that's something we need to experiment on. Come back on defense on both of the strikers and get in behind and drift wide on the left. So depending on who you've got in your attack, you want one to drift and one to not. And don't ask why. I've got no idea why it works. But for me, how I was just attacking drift wide on one of the strikers just worked a little bit better. I had Ronaldo doing it because I felt like Messi in more in a central position was a bit more effective for me. With Ronaldo, I can use his strength to like hold it up and maybe play in a Mbappe, wherever it may be. I find if I use drift wide, you could even use drift wide on both and put cut inside on both the right mid and left mid. And what happens is your strikers will go to the wing, and then your right mid and left mid will start coming inside and doing these cut runs. It's really effective if you can like hold your runs and whatnot. So yeah, definitely recommend. But that is the 4-4-2 I used, and then obviously the 4-2-3-1 is my plan B, as I mentioned. Drop back 5. Well, sorry, it's my plan A on it. It's also my plan B at the same time. So getting into it, the drop back 5-4, you know, that hasn't changed compared to what I was saying with the 4-4-2. We got to play to the meta. It's a shame that we have to play to a meta, but it is what it is. Offensive style is balanced. Width 5, players in the box 7. So as I mentioned with the previous 4-4-2, my struggle was getting these players coming through, because I play a lot down the wide, and I'm not getting these runs in the middle where they just give me an extra option when I can come in and cut inside, do a couple of passes and get a shot away. I'm not getting that, so that's why I just up the players in the box to 7, and it works really well for me in the last few games. Stay central on the striker, and I only have stay central on the striker if you have quite a physical striker. So obviously Ronaldo's more of a physical guy. That's why I've put him as a stay central, sort of like as a hold-up player, as like a target man. Obviously you can put target man. I don't want to put target man on him. I feel like stay central is always in the right position as well when you're like, because you've got the width from your Ram and Lamb. Going into the Ram and Lamb, we've got balance, nothing changing with them. Cam is stay forward for the quick counters and just a little outlet for when you're coming out of defence. We've got cut pass and stay back cover centre on the left CDM, and then we've got cover centre just on the right CDM. So what you want to do, your more defensive one, you want to put him as a stay back guy and cut pass it into your more attacking guy, the guy you're more comfortable going forward with, put them balance, and then you should have a bit more joy coming through the defence into midfield, into attack, you know, playing these passes. Like when you have balance, I feel like you get that run what I was mentioning with the inside pass. So definitely recommend having a little look with that, a little bit of an experiment. As you know, I used to use balance on both, but I feel like sometimes maybe I get countered a little bit too quick. So it's all about experiment this year, because I don't think anything really is too effective or too overpowered as we get disconnected. So as I was saying, I don't think any tactics is really overpowered right now, apart from, right, it's the drop back meta and everyone come back, especially on the 4-4-2, because I feel like 4-4-2 you can counter them quick, and also you're very stable with, obviously, like you got 2 banks of 4 basically just standing there, and then even with your strikers coming back, they mark their CDM centre mid options. So definitely recommend looking at the 4-4-2 as one of your main formations this year, as I do feel like it's the most overpowered until they fix drop back, and I really hope they do fix the drop back meta, because personally how I play, I always find like I'm playing for mistakes in their defence, and when everyone has drop back you can't really force a mistake. Well, you can force a mistake, but there's no natural mistakes happening because obviously it's so easy to defend. So use drop back. It's a shame that you have to. If you don't want to use it, don't use it. At the end of the day, it is what it is. We're going to be bringing out a few more episodes of formation stuff in the next couple of weeks. We're going to be doing some formation guides. These guys did help you guys last year. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing a 4-4-2 formation guide, a 4-2-3-1, 4-1-2-1-2. If there's any other formation guides you want me to go into, please let me know, because I'm more than happy to do. I will explain how the different defense styles work with it, and what could be the most effective with it, also with offensive style. And if you want me to explain completely in detail of custom tactics just in general, as you can see all on this page, what each one does, what each bar does, and how it could affect your play style and how it could maybe cater to you a little bit better, I can also do that. But coming to the end of this video, as you know, as I mentioned at the start, we've hit top 100 first weekend. We also did achieve, I think it was Elite 3, I think we could have got Elite 2, but it was like 30k difference with my 500k team on my road to glory, which I haven't brought an episode out on because I lost a load of footage, and basically I don't know if I'm going to be able to put it onto YouTube. So what I might do is within the next month, I'm going to keep grinding on it and doing the weekend leagues, but within like a month I'm going to be doing streams every day, well, maybe every day, to you guys off that account, because I find like when I do my main account it's a little bit more stressful, a little bit more sweaty, but when I play this road to glory, maybe I can have a bit of fun with you guys and have a little bit of interactions if you want to do that. So if you want to follow my Twitch, it is in the description, also my Twitter and my Instagram if you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing and what's going on. That'll be it for the video, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe, and peace.